Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content and I do what's called the Word of the Day. And I also have shorts of me and my kids and us just having fun on the weekends and on holidays or whenever we can, whenever I'm not working. So if you like what you see in here, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. For those of you returning, happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. So here's my favorite part of the day, the Word of the Day. Today we're going to do another parable from the book of Matthew. We're going to do the parable of the weeds. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this one, but I wasn't. So I was like, okay, let's talk about this. And basically it's talking about the good and the bad seeds of the world. So I want to know, which one are you? Are you the good seed or the bad seed? So let's read the parable of the weeds. In Matthew chapter 13, it starts with verse 24. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat, and it went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servant came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seeds in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time, I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them into bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring them into my barn." I'm gonna let that sink in. Now, at first reading it, you're like, what in the world did that mean? But let's think about it here. So the man is planting seeds, right? But in the night, the enemy came and planted weeds in there as well. So now you have the good seeds and the weeds in there together growing. And then the servant is like, "Who did this? What is this? Don't you want me just to, take everything out?" And the farmer's like, "No, don't do that. Just wait, remove the weeds, put them in a bundle, and burn them, and then take the good that has grown up and sprouted the wheat, and just put that in the barn." Doesn't that kind of sound like maybe people on earth, maybe the people that love God and the people that don't love God, we're all together. Christians and non-Christians, the good seeds and the weeds, we're all together walking on this earth. And at some point, God is going to come back for his children, and he's going to put the wheat, the good children, in the barn in heaven, and then he's going to take the weeds and bundle them up and burn them, meaning they're going to go to hell, right? So if that's what you got from it, then you're on the right track. So let's read the parable of the weeds explained. And so it's still in chapter 13. Now we're on verse 36. Then he left the crowd and went into the house. His disciples came to him and said, "Explain to us the parable of the weeds in the field." He answered, "The one who sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed stands for the people of the kingdom. The weeds are the evil ones, and the enemy who sows them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are angels. As the weeds were pulled up and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will weed out his kingdom, everything that causes sin and will do evil. They will throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of his Father. Whoever has ears, let them hear." And that's the end of it. So basically, if you gathered what I gathered from it, that's exactly what it was. The farmer, the Son of God, Jesus coming back, the seeds, the Christians, the weeds, the non-believers, and the weeds going into to barn and being burnt, being bundled together and being burned, and then the wheat, which were the good seeds, going into the barn with him. So I like how he told the parable, kind of explaining how we're on earth together, non-believers and believers, and how the weeds are the enemies, or how the devil just comes in and tries to sow his evil seeds. with the good ones. And when everything is said and done at the end of age, as he said, God is literally going to weed out the good from the bad. So that's what I want to read, the story of the parable of the weeds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you understood it and got something out of it. And my question, of course, are you a good seed or are you a weed? I'm hoping that you're a good seed. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the parable. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.